Hi everyone, my name is Jasmine. I'm a junior at California State University of Long Beach, and I'm currently studying communication studies. And today I'm here with Khaaliq. Would you like to
Hello.
introduce yourself?
Hello, my name is Khaaliq Crowder, 21 years old. I'm a student at the University of New Haven.
Awesome. So Khaaliq, how did you start off college and how did you pick your college originally?
Oh, it's a long, kind of a long-winded story, I believe. So, 2013, 2013, I want to say September, I was a senior in high school, and originally wanted to go to college for music industry. So I applied to schools that had that major. I believe I applied to Five Towns College, which is on the East Coast. Most of them are on the East Coast. SUNY Oneonta. I actually found out about the University of New Haven because I was at my cousin's wedding in Connecticut, in Fairfield County. It was a rich neighborhood, whatever, and they were recommending me colleges, that I could look up
Mhm.
in the Connecticut area. And so, with my phone, with the Google search, I looked to see who had a music industry program, and UNH had one. And it was one of those major. It was a music industry program where I didn't have to audition, because my
Oh.
original goal was to like work in the music industry as like a manager or like a radio promoter or things
Mhm.
of that nature. But long story short, I didn't get accepted to. I got waitlisted at Five Towns College.
Mhm.
I didn't apply to that many colleges to begin with. Got waitlisted at Five Towns. I My mom just talked me into not finishing the application for SUNY Oneonta and University of New Haven. I didn't get accepted. My SAT scores were really bad. So what I did was I went to community college for a semester in my area, and then I took a semester off. And then the moment I decided to, kind of reprioritize my life, but figure out what I wanted to do.
Mhm.
So I decided to have a fallback major because music industry is one of those majors that a lot of schools don't really have. It's not like psychology where it's like there's 30 schools you can name with psychology.
Yeah, right.
So I applied to this small school that no one's ever heard of called Newberry College in Boston, Massachusetts, because I also
Mhm.
wanted to go away to school.
Right,
Um,
okay. So you
so
live on the West Coast now,
East Coast.
or the East Coast, but before you
Yeah.
lived in the West Coast.
No, I always lived on the East Coast.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
still on the East Coast. Yeah, I'm originally born and raised Long Island, New York.
Oh, okay.
So I applied. I went to Newberry College for a year, and I just applied to transfer schools because at school I was not feeling it at all. It was, I mean, and a lot of people at that school kind of use it not as like a way to get their grades up and then transfer somewhere else because
Hmm.
after you do a year to a school, colleges don't really look at your high school grades or your SAT scores.
Right, yeah.
So I applied to University of New Haven. Um, and as a transfer student, and I also
Okay.
applied to another school called Marymount Manhattan College. I didn't apply to a lot of schools just because to transfer schools because obviously application fees, that cost money,
Hmm.
and also a lot of schools when you transfer, you have to they want your high school transcript as well to prove that you graduated from high school. College transcript too, that costs money. High school transcripts don't, but obviously you have to call your guidance counselor and have to send in. That can take a week or two.
Right, yeah.
Um, and so, yeah, I mean, also like, sort of like kind of finding a compromise between me and my mom because if it was up to me, I'd probably go to college in California or Georgia,
Oh,
but
okay.
she was not very bent on me going to college way far away, especially
Right.
if I don't have any family in the area that can sort of like give me some,
Support.
support.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And so, you said that you want to do the music industry. How did you choose that career path? Like, how did that come to you?
Well, I'm not music industry now. I
Mhm.
decided to, because when I went to Newberry College, I became a communications major.
Oh,
And when
really?
I took into the, yeah, but when I was journalism, and when I took intro to mass communication, that's when I realized I'm sticking with this major. Plus, when I transferred, I was not gonna like lose my credit. I refused to lose my credits.
Uh-huh.
So my original plan was that I would major in journalism and minor in music industry at my school, but then about a week late, about a week before classes started. They're like, you can't do that, because I was going to take history
Um,
music industry. So yeah, now I'm journalism, and I'm a double minor in Black Studies and photography.
uh-huh.
But as far as me wanting to be in the entertainment industry, I don't know. Growing up, my mom was one of those moms that, we could, whatever wanted to do, you could go and do it. The sky's the limit. My
Mm-hmm.
sister went to school for cooking, and she went to high school for visual arts. My other sister became a lawyer. My brother became a graphic designer. But I've always had this infatuation with the entertainment industry. I
Mm-hmm.
always said when I was young, I either wanted to be rich, famous, or in the entertainment industry, or all of three.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I didn't know in what capacity. Like, I remember in the eighth grade, I visualized I could be like a Disney star or a Nickelodeon star.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And doing the do 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 do. Yeah.
in those TV shows. Because I'm the youngest, and I'm the most like annoying person in the family. People can't get me to shut up. So, but yeah, in the ninth grade, I read a lot of Billboard magazine, and I read a lot of Us Weekly and the tabloids and things of that nature. But I wanted to start getting, the music industry. Trying to think, just doing a lot of research, doing
Mhm.
a lot of research about artists and chart sales and things of that nature. But what made me do journalism is because, well, originally, before that, my concentration was public relations. And I
Okay.
figured with public relations, I could be a publicist to the stars, but then I'm like, oh God, I got to clean up, I realized I have to clean up people's messes. And then
Yeah.
also, I want to be in front of the scenes. I don't want to be I mean, a little bit behind the scenes, but I was more like, I'd rather be the other way around. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? So I realized I wanted to be like a radio personality or a TV talk show host, something of that nature. So I switched to journalism. Uh, and yeah,
Nice. So, did you ever go to your school's career centers? And what was that like for you?
um, high school or college or
I'd say both, mostly college though, if you've done that.
yeah. I know that at Newberry College, from what I remember, they were not that helpful.
Oh,
Again,
really?
the school was very small. It had like 700 students, and there was like the career center was literally like one, not one like small office of one person handling it. Now at my school, University of New Haven, my career center, like I give big props to them because they're like the most helpful people. There's a whole building dedicated to them. Actually, if you look it up, the Career Development Center was ranked like number 17 or the Princeton Review of the
Oh,
best college career centers.
mm-hmm.
They have this website where you can upload your resume, and they'll look at it and tell you what you need to take off and what you need to put on and what grammar mistakes. They tell you what jobs are out there. They even have rooms where let's say if I was doing a phone call, like job interview, you could book a room and to do
Mm-hmm.
that. Obviously, when you have an interview with someone over the phone, you want to be in a quiet space and not where people are, going to make a whole bunch of noise. Uh,
Right.
what else? They take people on trips. They took us on trips to Mohegan Sun, NBC Universal,
Mm-hmm.
for career options.
Wow, that's so cool.
What else? I'm trying to think. Um, they definitely do mock interviews. They really do a lot, honestly. And I have a great relationship with them. I make sure I email them to hear about jobs I have or what questions to ask or things of that nature. Because job interviews, they're very unpredictable in terms of like you don't know what they're going to ask you. I remember one job interview asked me, what's your favorite music, and I'm like, what does this have to do with in my
Yeah.
head, I'm like, what does this have to do with the job I'm trying to get? But
Yeah, yeah,
just things
yeah.
like that, they're very like I give props to them, and I even tell freshmen and younger students too, like definitely use the careers. Your money, especially
Most
our school is not cheap. Use your money. I mean, not like utilize your resources. Like go
Uh-huh.
to them. They really will help you. Like
Yeah.
especially coming from a household like my mom hasn't worked for 7 years because she's retired and wants to go back to school. So, when comes in terms of me trying to get summer jobs, it's sort of like I'm left. Before I came to UNH, I was sort of left to my own devices in terms of
Mm-hmm.
what to say and how to act and what to do. And you can always Google on the internet, but it's like, UNH, the Career Center, they made it more like they gave you the whole package, like they made it precise on what to do, and things of that nature. So, yeah.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, the Career Center helps you so much, and it doesn't hurt to go there. It always helps you out. That's what I think. So,
Yeah.
I kind of want to talk about associations now. When did
hmm
you first hear about associations, and are you a part of any right now?
What's associations?
Associations, it's just kind of I would say it's kind of like clubs, just kind of like a place where you can meet with people who have the same hobby as you. So, for example, I know someone who was a part of the aviation association, and it was about
Oh,
airplanes and things like that. So, are you a part of any?
oh, I get. Okay, I get what you're saying. I thought like if you said club organization, I would have been like, oh, okay,
Oh,
yeah, yeah. I do. I'm very involved on campus.
mm-hmm.
Actually, well, that was one of the reasons I came to UNH was how student involvement at our school is very big. We have over 170 organizations, and if you want to start your own, you're very welcome to start your own, and
Mm-hmm.
always be a solid group of people coming to different meetings. Now, with that being said, I'm a staff writer for the Charger Bulletin, which is our student newspaper. I'm a part of WNHU, which is our college radio station, the
Wow.
communication club. I don't go to all these meetings because obviously I got work to do, and sometimes, but I make sure I keep up with the emails and things of that nature.
Right, yeah.
I'm a part of Black Student Union at our school, NAACP chapter, the
Mm.
Caribbean Student Association. I actually just joined the yearbook club just at not the referral, but like my friend is a member. She's the editor, the assistant editor, and she was like,
Mm-hmm.
"You want to join along?" So I decided to do that. So I know that my goal, one of my accomplishments this year was trying to join clubs that was kind of outside my comfort zone, and kind of get a
Nice.
feel for it. Like yearbook, I was like, but
Yeah.
I finally got a camera. I was like, I'll do it. NESB is another one. It's the National Society of Black Engineers. I'm not an engineer, but they're
Yeah.
very welcoming too. The club because we most of the time we don't talk about engineering related stuff.
Right.
Otherwise, that would personally alienate someone like me who's not that's not my major. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, a lot of clubs. I'm trying to think of yeah.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people, you brought up a good point. A lot of people don't realize that you can still join clubs even if the meetings don't really work with your schedule. If you really want to join this club, I think there are ways that you could kind of work with that club and just kind of keep up with the emails. And sometimes clubs have events that go on outside of their meetings, so you could always attend those and still be a part of the club without attending every meeting because I know that a lot of people are really busy. So that's good that you bring that up. So
Yeah.
um, we're kind of nearing the end of this interview now,
hmm
but as for the future, what are your next steps and what are your plans for the future?
I would like so this summer coming. Haven't gotten any internships yet for the spring semester. So
Mhm.
my goals this summer is try to intern. When it comes to interning, I would love to intern at a place that I can see myself working for after I graduate.
That's
Um,
really great. Yeah.
I really want to go into the world of celebrity gossip, but sort of in the hip hop urban realm, like something like the
Ooh.
Shade Room or BET or Gossip or Double XL magazine, Vibe magazine, those type of areas I would love to work in.
Yeah.
My goal is to obviously be a TV radio personality.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously, I know part of it is paying my dues. Um, Definitely doing that, networking a lot, which is something I'm trying to it becomes very scary, when you
Yeah.
graduate because a lot of people I know graduate and they don't have jobs, and if they have jobs, it's nowhere in their field. Like they may be
Mm-hmm.
working at the grocery store, or and they just got their bachelor's degree in marketing or something of that nature. So it for me, it's trying to it's trying to get the hustle. I don't graduate till May 2019, but part of it's like trying to get the hustle on like fast as I can, and that
Right.
when October comes, apply for jobs. Especially what a lot of people tell me is that you apply in October or November. If you know you're graduating in May, because by May contracts are being signed, and it's better to be ahead of the curve because
Mm-hmm.
hey, when you graduate, there's about way other people across the country trying to get a
Yeah.
job and stuff like that. So definitely, the goal to graduate is to get an entry level job. I would like to move down south, just because I grew up in the East. Not that I have enough of the East Coast, but it's like I've been in New York for almost 20 years. I want to explore. Life is short.
Yeah, life is, I mean, the world is yours, you know?
Honestly, I would love to move to somewhere like Houston or Atlanta. Those places that are not economically better.
Hmm.
A lot of people move to New York not knowing that like you pay so much and you get so little. A studio apartment today is like $2,000 a
Yeah,
month plus then some. So
right.
definitely, trying to utilize connections a
Hmm.
lot more. So
Right. Well, it was such a pleasure meeting you, Khalik, and I'm sure a lot of people are going to learn from you and your experiences and everything that you have to say. Thank you so much for being here today. Good
thank
luck
you
on
so much.
everything.
Thank you. You have a great day as well.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.